I feel a great sense of responsibility and purpose when I'm flying. When I got to college, I took a few flying lessons because I had a personal interest in airplanes and in aviation. I didn't really start flying again until I was about 52, and I really didn't know whether I could learn anything at that point. I hadn't learned anything other than lines for a long time. I wanted to engage my brain in some process that would wake it up and resupply it with challenges. I sensed that it was really important for aviation to build a constituency among these young people and their parents to benefit aviation. And I want them to recognize the relationship between freedom and responsibility. Aviation is an earned reward, and encouraging our kids to focus on something that's ambitious and that requires rigorous application is, I think, a very good idea. One of the great things about Young Eagles is that we're able to draw from the great breadth of the community in big cities and small towns, that we're able to offer kids an experience. For many of them, it's their first airplane flight. The excitement that they feel is a wonderful opportunity to engage them in discussions about what you have to do to learn to be a pilot. Many of them have never seen where they live from the sky. And one of the things I think is exciting about aviation is that it introduces people to the third dimension. We live in a two-dimensional world. I've had 200 Young Eagles flights, somewhere around 200. And I've taken one and two at a time in some airplanes, in the Husky, and then I've taken 8 at a time in the Beaver. There's something great about almost every flight. There's nothing like a good landing. You're a little bit more attentive with a plane full of passengers. You know, one of the things that I was struck by my first trip to Oshkosh were the attributes of pilots. This huge aggregation of people is one of the most responsible events I have ever seen in my life. People behave appropriately. They pick up their trash. They don't fight. And it's really nice. I found it a bit daunting to take over the chairmanship of the Young Eagles program from Chuck Yeager. I'm very glad I did. We've got to encourage young people to be part of aviation if we want to preserve the freedoms and the opportunities that we all enjoy. So it's a mission with a very significant and important purpose. Sydney not just encouraged me, but challenged me to learn to fly. Kept telling me stories about where Tom Cruise was at in his flying career. Kept needling me. Well, Cruise did this the other day. I said, well, that's great. You know, I'm very happy for her. But I never felt competitive about it, but Sydney wanted to just G me up as best he could. A lot of the legends I've met over the years, and some I have not, but I'm looking forward to it. It's a little embarrassing to be a legend of aviation, especially a living one. One attribute that I think all pilots have is probably self-reliance, a willingness to depend on themselves. When I'm flying, I'm not concerned about the things that might besiege me on the ground. I don't worry about some work I might have pending. I'm focused on the job at hand. There's always something to do in the cockpit, and I like that. I love the mystery. I love the people. I love the machines, the responsibility. I love the freedom.